All right. We missed him yesterday for NFL picks. We got him on the line to look ahead to the U. They're hosting Louisville. Louisville's trying to lock up a spot in Charlotte. Miami could cause a lot of chaos in the ACC. We got Justin, our Miami contributor, on the line. Before we get to that, just so everybody knows, you did pick Baltimore. He's also got Pittsburgh, Miami, Detroit, Jacksonville, the Chargers, Texans, Cowboys, Commanders, Niners, Bills, Seahawks, Vikings, and Chiefs as his NFL winners for Week 11, and he is our leader in the clubhouse. Justin, welcome in, man.
Dude, did everybody pick Cincy last night?
No, of course our guy in last place did. Jimmy did.
Because as long as it wasn't Al.
Yeah, no, Baltimore, they came to play. And then Joe Burrow with the injury. That was not what you want to see.
Dude, that was the weirdest looking injury too, man. Like he threw a little flutter pass and then
he was hurt before the game. They showed him and arriving to the stadium, and they had an injury there. But yeah, he was hurt before the game. The Baltimore looks like it for real, although Cleveland's right there too. I mean, NFL, who knows, man? I'm telling you, you do.
I know, apparently.
So your Lions again, because I picked that was a great game though. That was a great game. Yeah, that was the best game of the weekend. What excites you though before we get there about your picks? What was your strongest pick overall?
Honestly, I felt really good about the pick last night.
Yeah, Baltimore at home. I mean, especially on the short week.
That was my entire thinking of it was short week, Baltimore at home. I didn't even know about the Burrow injury. If I did, I'd have bet the mortgage on that.
Right. Well, Miami, after playing a hard-fought game in Tallahassee, is going to be at home at a noon game against the second-ranked team in the conference, Louisville Cardinals. A lot on the line. TVD back in the lineup because of the injury. Emory Williams. What are you looking forward to in this game?
Well, the matchup that is going to really tell the game is going to be Miami's front seven against that running back from Louisville, Jordan.
Yeah.
Because that kid, I mean, he's almost I think, let's see, I got it here, 150 yards away from hitting the 2,000-yard mark this season.
That's incredible.
It really is, man, and he's going to have to go against that Miami front seven, which squashes the run really, really well. So that's going to be the matchup of the game right there. That, and if TVD can keep it under 3 turnovers, then Miami's got a shot.
Yeah, 6-4 Miami. Bowl eligible though. What do you think? How do you think TVD? How would you call this game if you're Miami?
Well, I would start Ja'Cory Brown.
Oh.
Because I think TVD is mentally broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the arm. I mean, he's got one of the best arms in the nation.
Yeah, and when it's weird because if you look at I can't remember which game it was. It was but right when we started losing, TVD had a game where he was like 32 for 39 for like almost 400 yards, but 3 picks in the worst possible situations, and we lost.
Yeah.
So he can be accurate. Like you said, he's got a strong arm. He's got all the time in the world behind that wall of an offensive line, but I just think he's mentally broken, man. I think he's like the college version of Ryan Leaf at this point.
Oh, man.
Well, where he had everything. He had the arm, he had the accuracy, and he just got mentally broken early in his NFL career and never, ever had a chance of coming back. And I think last year broke TVD.
Well, they still have Miami now is a 1.5 point favorite for this game.
Oh, I do not like that.
Where would you put your money at?
If I'm not a Canes fan, I bet on the Louisville money line. But me being me, I would have to take. Yeah, I'd have to take the Canes.
I think they're going to win.
I love your confidence, bro.
No, I mean, if they play with the same effort they did in the Florida State game, they've had problems in the past, though, after the FSU game. This season, it's at the end of the season, though. Miami and Florida State hadn't played this late in the season in a while. And so we'll see what happens after you come. Those games Miami kind of took a drop in the past. Will they be able to get a big win? Because it's a top 10 team coming in to your stadium. This is you still need to show something here. There's still a lot to play for. And how they respond, I'm really anxious to see how Miami responds to this game. I'm sure a lot of recruits are anxious to see how they respond to this game against a quality opponent. If they come out and lay an egg here and lose at home, even though it's to a good Louisville team, I don't know. But that defense showed me something. I think they can get after it. I don't know if Louisville's quarterback has what it takes to make those kind of throws, and I think Miami can get to him defensively.
That's really what it's going to boil down to. Like I said, it's the front seven. If we can shut that run game down, and then you got Cam Kinchins just running around in the secondary, and James Williams running around back there, we could get some turnovers. Because, like you said, the Louisville is they're straight up a running team at this point. If they can't run the ball, they're in trouble. That's what happened in their one loss this year. They struggled running the ball.
Yeah. And
so if Miami can, if they can keep that run, if they can keep them in 3rd and 6 or more on every drive, then Miami's going to be in awesome shape.
Right. What does this win mean to you in terms of what type of season this is for Miami?
It really could be a huge turning point moving forward, not this season.
No, yeah, but I think this season, for the off season for next year, right?
Yeah, because a win here against the top 10 Louisville,
right?
One, it's a quality win. It can be a Cristobal signature win, because right now he's got some good signature losses.
Right, that's true.
But a good signature win against a top 10 team, throw a wrench in the ACC championship game.
Man, it's going to be crazy if that happens.
And then follow up next week with a win over a weak Boston College team, and Miami ends the season 8-4.
Right, and then a chance to go 9-4 with the game. That's I mean, you have that on the line, or you lose this game, you're 6-5. This is really a momentum shifting game for Miami, I believe.
You know what it is, and I brought this up earlier in the season, how this team was kind of reminding me of the 99 Hurricanes.
Like the UCLA game?
The UCLA game, it's exactly where I was going.
I knew it.
Well, I've been saying it all year. I thought this Canes team reminds me of that Canes team. They really do.
Well,
you had the pros running around the field. You had Reggie Waynes, the Santana Mosses, and then you had Butch Davis, who also was a fantastic recruiter.
I think you got to go TBD here. Start him, but different. Run the ball. Don't take a lot of chances. If it's not there, throw it away. Easy reads, not a lot of thinking. Simplify it. Use his arm. Use the speed you have. Use the ground game that you got, and then take advantage of the skill set that TBD has. Don't give them a lot of options here. They might have to scratch it. I mean, you want to win or not?
I go the exact opposite. If I'm Miami's coach right now,
I want to do what he did against A&M.
I bring in Ja'Cory Brown.
Okay.
I raise Coach Herman Boone from the dead, and I run the veer. I just run it. I get the stable of running backs out there, man. Put them at wing back, and just run the ball, because what we saw from Ja'Cory Brown last year is that dude can run the ball.
Yeah.
From the quarterback.
Big guy.
Yeah, he's big, he's fast, he's strong. I come out and I just try and ground and pound it with them and get into an old 1950 style game. And if that doesn't work, then you can always bring TVD off the bench to switch it up, because you bring in Ja'Cory Brown. If TVD screws up early, bringing in Ja'Cory Brown's not going to do anything. But you bring in Ja'Cory Brown, you throw something at Louisville that you haven't put on tape all year, and you let our athletes get out there and run, and you let our offensive line dominate that game.
Right.
And then if that doesn't work, you can always bring in TVD and throw it around the yard.
Okay. Well, what you think they'll do that?
Of course not, dude. They don't listen to anything I say.
Well, if you want, okay, before we get out of here, 10-year celebration for FSU. You know, if you want to listen, we've done some Throwback Thursdays in the archives. We did 2013 already. But just again, from a Miami perspective, what do you remember about that matchup against the 2013 Seminoles?
Was that the year that Duke Johnson blew up in the first half? And then
it was a close game. It was Devonta Freeman, I believe, had a big game.
Yeah, and what I remember most about that game was if Duke Johnson comes back healthy in the second half, Miami has a real shot at winning that game.
I don't know about that. They might have scored more, but it was close at half, and then the floodgates opened.
Then our NFL running back got injured.
Part of the game.
Yeah, and like I said, if the NFL running back we had in the backfield...
I'd still think, you can say that about a lot of matchups in the past.
Well, you asked me what I thought.
I know. I should have known better. That was a stupid question. Never asked. Well, we're going to the tailgate tomorrow. They're retiring Jameis's number, so...
Jameis' number with a big old...
oh, man, I wish. That would be good.
Giving them crab legs. That's what you need to do. If you're going to the tailgate, you have got to get some crab meat, dude, and you've got to.
Yeah.
It's like eating gator meat when Florida State plays Florida, man. If they're retiring Jameis's number, you got to steam up some snow crab legs from Publix.
Yeah, well, I got Metro Deli, man. Even better.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
You get a crab melt.
Right. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on. Looking forward to Miami and Louisville. That's really going to tell the tale about the chaos in the ACC that could be, because that game's at noon. And then it's hoop season, man.
Hey, it's already hoop season.
Yeah,
You've won 6 in a row.
Yeah, I know. Basketball town.
I'm the only one watching these games. But I'm damn sure watching them because it's all I got, man.
I know. It's a basketball town, man. Well, Justin, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye, buddy.
All right.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit.
We got Jimmy Reno on.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
What do you think about that Miami game in 2013?
2013 Miami game?
Appropriate response.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it mattered. I don't think they were going to keep up. Like,
what was the final score to that game?
41-14.
That's right.
I do remember he had one nice little scoot that got him their first touchdown.
Right, 23 carries in the first half. That's why.
Yeah, that's
you expect him to get 46 in the whole game? Come on,
97 yards.
Yeah.
He had a nice little chunky chain, but that's kind of like a game's worth of work.
Just to all that for a little bit of blood.
Yeah, but that was kind of how you had to do it, though, man. If you're going to try to keep pace with that Florida State team, you got to have to slow it down and keep them from, scoring. What was the low that year was 34 points, and that was the title game. That was their lowest output. Still the highest scoring team in the history of college football.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be, they're going to retire Jameis's number. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Number 5.
Oh, man, what if they unretired number 2, like, simultaneously?
No. They didn't wear number 2 here.
I know.
North Alabama, those coming in here.
Clifton Abraham did. Yeah, the Fighting Mickey Andrews.
Fighting Mickey Andrews, that's right. He's the coach there.
Right. 73-76, the head coach.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What's their mascot?
The Lions.
The Lions of North Alabama are coming in here. There was really nothing to see here. You just want to see execution, right? From Florida State.
I do. I would like to see the second team, but just,
Yeah.
what you got going on here?
Rosenberger,
There you go. I knew it.
warm up.
I was waiting for
Going
it.
in.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see Tate.
Yeah, I'd like to see him with
And what's
more
behind
than
him?
just a couple plays. See him
Yeah.
run a couple series. Maybe see the next guy in line.
Throws downfield like he did against Louisville last season.
Mm-hmm.
This year he hasn't really. His touchdowns haven't so much been down the field as they have been really nice plays by the wide receiver.
Late games up from here on out, so you have to get used to that all day long, waiting to play.
Yeah.
For an opponent like here, you don't want to see anybody injured.
No, you don't. And it's senior day, so you expect all the guys getting honored to dress and actually start. I don't believe Keon Coleman is on the list that's being honored. I understand that. I mean, he's not a senior.
Right.
But I'm interested to see if he dresses and plays in this game.
I don't see any need to.
I don't either. I think with
You have
whatever.
two battles. You're about to have two wars in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. And, if we want to speculate,
Yeah.
you want to speculate
All right, hold on. Yeah, let's definitely speculate
with
here.
Keon Coleman.
Speculation, grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
You don't think he plays?
Oh, no, it's not that. The reported knee issue or unreported knee issue, he's had a little bit of issue with fluid on the knee. That's the rumor. It's speculation.
Right.
So you just let that sit for a week, man. You want him healthy for the last two games. You have to have him for Florida because of what's on the line. I mean, hypothetically, you might be able to beat Florida without both Keon and Johnny Wilson. You're not going to be able to do it against Louisville.
Yeah, anything you want championship-wise, it seems to be you need those guys.
Yeah. So I think this is a perfect game to
I could be wrong, though. I mean, they had the wild card is Trey Benson has been. He still has that home run potential.
He does.
But this offense needs that big playability to be able to get the...
I would like to see what the depth is with Florida State. Like, not, guys that can sub in. I
would like to see him step up and maybe get some confidence rolling. He's a guy that I thought we were going to see a little more out of this year.
Yeah, and he's had a little bit of a foot issue.
Yeah, okay.
He's been dealing with that. Also, there is no replicating. Like,
what about Hakeem Williams?
If he's healthy and back, I would figure this would be
to see him out
big
there
game for him to be out there. Not just wide receiver, across the board.
Yeah,
offensive line, the quarterbacks, running backs, on the other side of the ball. Like, this is a game where you should really see what you have depth wise. And if they go out there and struggle against North Alabama, it's going to be concerning. Even though they're the backups and whatnot, you still kind of expect them to be better than what North Alabama has. North Alabama is not even a strong team by their standards. So
right. Well, I know we're going to go over the schedule. We're going to go over the box score tomorrow at the pregame show.
Yeah.
2013. We're going to take you through each game, give you the numbers, relive it, because it's a dominant season.
But the only
Pitt scoring first, right?
Yeah, Pitt.
And then a couple times adversity hit a little bit early, and then at Boston College. Those were both just snuffed out real quick.
Boston College, by halftime, you felt the game was, both times the game was back under control. And then after that, it was really the title game. I do remember, to Justin's point, I do remember being in the stadium in that 2013 Miami game.
Yeah, they were,
and everybody feeling like, oh man, like it's only 21-14. Jameis has already thrown 2 picks. Like, what are we doing? And like the very next drive, Florida State got the ball and just
he beat Florida by throwing 4 picks too the next year.
Yeah. You saw a little bit of that in the first year in his Heisman year, but
The team around him.
yeah, man.
He had Benjamin, Kenny Shaw in the slot, Rashad Green, Mr. Dependability out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nick O'Leary, a tight end.
and then
Tabonta Freeman, James Wilder,
Wilder throwing a little bit of
Carlos Williams.
Carlos Williams whenever he
It's just a loaded
back
roster.
when he was in shape and
Right.
fast. Yeah, man.
Defense, you had LaMarcus Joyner, Jalen Ramsey moved in to play safety that year.
and they moved it
Marcus
around,
Joyner
man.
and Ramsey.
You'll never forget the old Dan Hicks experiment.
Yeah, but you had Todd Corners and Darby and PJ Williams.
Yeah, but they had to kind of feel their way out to get to that point.
But once it did, all the discipline that Mark Stoops had brought in there, Jeremy Pruitt was able to have some fun.
Yeah.
Mario Edwards Jr. I mean, it was such a loaded team.
Right. When you had dominant players up the middle, you had Timmy Jernigan, you had Kelvin, then you had LaMarcus.
Yeah.
Right up the middle of the defense. That makes it really, really easy for a defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
But South Sunseri shouldn't be overlooked.
Yeah,
He was a big part of that too.
that's right.
I think he had to rein Jeremy Pruitt in a little bit after that Boston College game.
Yeah,
Dan Hicks experiment, like I said.
right. And then James hit him with that pass right before half. Oh my goodness. He still throws a great Hail Mary. That Hail Mary threw this Sunday.
Hey man,
About as
all of his
textbook as you can get. I mean,
passes
have a
look great.
chance.
They
Yeah.
just half of them end up in the wrong guy's
Rifle.
hands. Yeah.
And it's better to have a chance. It was like I saw somebody put it was NFL Jameis is almost like Taco Bell. You can't, it's not good for you, but you can't avoid it, and you're
Can't
gonna get it anyway.
You're gonna get it. I think if he was on a team that could run the ball 65,
Right.
70% of the time and be successful, and you could convince him not to go crazy.
But this is about
But yeah,
his
not
streak
good.
here. The only game he lost was his last game he played, man. Incredible, man. Incredible run there. I think it's unmatched, really. I mean, you look at
Yeah.
Georgia. I mean, he was almost the quarterback for all those games, not all of them. But
Well, that game is so, man, everything came to a crashing halt
Yep.
during that game. But that was the other year. That was
Yeah.
14, man. We're talking 13.
Right. Yep. We had a good season. Had some-
Picked us to lose every single week.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man. We'll go through it. I don't know how. I remember some Maryland game. A lot of hype coming in from them, but they got shut down.
NC State was over 8 minutes into the first quarter. It was like 35-0.
You got the Florida Classic this weekend between Kirkman and FAMU looking to take care of business. We also
They're number 7 in
Yeah,
the
number
FCS now?
7. Also, hoops tonight. Florida State, Florida, in Gainesville. Big game for the Noles. I really hope they can get out in front. You'd like to see the team aspect here, but maybe Baba Miller can step up, get some. It's going to balance Stephanie Watkins. We'll find out what they're made of tonight.
It's old school handball, man.
It's going to be a good one. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. We'll be out in the tailgate lots at Lot 5 tomorrow. If you see us, come say hi. Download and subscribe on YouTube, and we'll talk to you next time right here on the North Florida Sports Network.
So, our ride here, we got a shuttle.